Jose Young's here with UFC flyweight champion Valentina Shevchenko ahead of her title fight against Jessica Eye at the UFC 238 Media Day. You just had your stare down. She was wearing a bulletproof vest. What did you make of that?
It doesn't help her because for the fight she will take it out.
Did she say anything to you up there? It looked like she was speaking to you, but I couldn't really make out what she was saying.
She said I will not do any kind of crazy things because I have too much respect for you, champ.
Is this type of fight, I mean, when you fought Joanna, it was all respect between you two. We saw you on Unfazed, you were very cordial. For this one, it seems to be might be some tension between you. Do you enjoy the respect part, or does it motivate you more when you're fighting someone?
For me, either one works because nothing can distract me from my goal. My goal to win the fight and to show good fight, technique, skills, aggression, everything. And if my opponent reacted like some kind of stupid or aggressive, it's fine with me. It's some kind whatever she will do, it doesn't help her inside the octagon because when door is closed, it's closed. There is just me and her. No one words will help her.
And what do you make of her fighting style and skill set? Even before her last fight, she's been in the UFC for a while. She had that long losing streak, but then she bounced back. What do you remember your first memories of her, and what do you make of her skill set?
The first memory I cannot say because I never was focused on someone in advance. I started to see her fight tactic and strategy, how she's fight, exactly when the fight was announced between us. And what I can say about her, she's an MMA fighter. She do everything, stand up, grapple, it's okay, this is like MMA, we are in UFC, we have to do everything, but I'm better in everywhere. That's why my goal is just go there and to show everything that I know.
What do you think her strongest skill set is? I mean, she's relied on a lot of her boxing and her stand-up. Is that where she shines the brightest inside the octagon?
I don't know, it's difficult to say because she is from all corners climbing and she gonna wrestle me, but I'm ready for wrestling, I'm ready for grappling, I'm ready for stand-up, so there is no field where she can surprise me.
And I know you're not looking past Jessica, but it's been a long time between your fights. A lot of fights have fallen out with Amanda, and then you have to fight Joanna in December. And now it's June is your next fight. After this fight, is your goal just to be an active champion after this?
My goal was even right next after the fight with Joanna to get that new fight as soon as I can. And even UFC came to me and they said, Valentina, would you like to fight in February, in 23 of February, it was in Europe, and I said yes, of course I'm ready, so no damage on me, I'm ready for the fight. But they want the same opponent, but she has some kind of, after her fight, problem with I think the mouse or something like this. She has to fix it, and we just postponed it. But it's from one side it's good for me as well because I had to rest a little bit because for last 3 years I was no-stop training, and I traveled to Thailand. I enjoy a little bit my life. I visited my home country. I traveled for the fight of my sister in Russia, so I had good time.
And in terms of you do want to stay active after this, but what are your long-term goals? Is it to just break the record for most title defenses, male or female, to become a champion at 2 different weight classes? What are your long-term goals in MMA?
For now, I want to defend my belt in my weight class as much time as I can because I was waiting for so long the weight class exactly where I can feel me natural, and now I have 125. It's my weight. I don't have to struggle to fight with someone heavier and bigger than me. That's why I want to be here and to fight with the same sized opponent.
And you said you didn't really watch Jessica before she became your opponent, but now that you are the champion, how much do you pay attention to the rest of the division? Because you do have a weight fight in your weight class kicking off this whole card in Jojo Calderwood and Callan Chukagian. How much do you pay attention?
I have to pay attention, but not more, because there still, I don't know who's gonna be the next opponent. And where I will get the name, then it start to explore more and more about the fighter. But of course I know everyone who is in my division.
And I have to get your opinion on Amanda Nunes is fighting Holm in July. You fought both of them. How do you see that playing out? Amanda's has her last fight was at featherweight. Now she's coming back to bantamweight. Who do you give the edge to in that fight?
You know, it's every time very difficult to say who's gonna win, because when two high-level fighters face in each other, it's difficult to predict who gonna win, because it's all about the situation, all about details. But you know, besides the prediction, I'm rooting for Holly.
Is it just because you and Amanda have never seen eye to eye, or do you just really think she?
No, it's not from this side, but from the other side. I respect Holly as a fighter. Her that she's in this martial arts world for so long, and she showed her love for martial arts. And the person, what she is, like how she's represent herself, it's I really like this style. That's why I'm rooting for her.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck on Saturday. Thank you. Good luck.